Okay, so today is another tier list Tuesday, and we are going to be doing a forward air tier list because that's what won on my YouTube poll. So if you're not already subscribed, subscribe to the channel. You can vote on things like this, and then you can help influence the next videos as they come out. So we're going to be doing a forward air tier list. Maybe I'll do 4 tiers this time. So we're going to be going in reverse alphabetical order to change it up from last time, and if that changes, it's because of a Twitch sub. So if you want to see me do a specific character first, all you gotta do is subscribe to the channel. This video is sponsored by the Fixture S1 by Fixture Gaming. So today we are going to be showing off the Fixture S1 again. This is an ad, gotta be transparent about it. That's so cool, you put it in the Joy-Con slots, and then it slides down them. Oh no, this is upside down, I'm stupid. Okay, so you put your Switch in, and then they slide down in your Joy-Cons. And this thing down here holds a Pro Controller somehow. There we go, it clicks. So you'll know when it clicks. Again, you can have it like this, which you can just do by pushing on it. I'm just being a little careful. You can do this, so it's just above it entirely. Use my code ESAM at fixturegaming.com for $5 off your order, whether it's the Fixture S1, the carrying case, or a combination of the two. I could see myself using this Fixture S1 in bed if I'm playing Minecraft or Metroid, at the airport, in airplanes when traveling. If you don't have a monitor to bring with you to a tournament, this is a great way to lab. I don't know, I think this is way more versatile than I honestly initially expected it to be. Again, you can go to fixturegaming.com, get you one of these, use code ESAM for $5 at checkout. Again, $5 for, so this is $35, like the normal fixture, not with the case, is $35. So that's a seventh of it, which is 14, if I'm doing my math correctly, percent off. It's gonna be it for the sponsor segment. Thank you again, Fixture. This is really cool. I really, really like this. I think this is super comfortable. So reverse alphabetical order, Zero Suit's forward air. I'm gonna say it's a mid-tier forward air. It's fast, and it's pretty good, but it stops connecting at high percent reliably. It is a decent like landing option. It's kind of safe as far as I'm aware. I'm at a 7, yeah. So it's not like it's not safe. It can be used well, but I feel like there are just way better, way more overwhelming forward airs. And the fact that you can just kind of like SDI down on this, or like DI down and out and just doesn't work is really, really discouraging to use it. So I don't think it's that good. Zelda, also mid-tier forward air. It's definitely worse than Zero Suit's. Zero Suit though has more uses for it, whereas Zelda's like, you are getting lightning kick. I feel like if Zelda had better combo things, or a character has good combo tools, then this forward air becomes broken and just a super big kill confirm. So it's actually like pretty decent, but obviously it has a lot of lag. It's really bad if you don't get the sweet spot. So it could be better, but it could also, I don't know, maybe that's an interesting one. Young Link, this is at least a high tier forward air, easily. Because it is mad safe on shield for no reason. It's -3 or 2. It combos into itself in landing. It's pretty strong and it does a lot of damage for a combo extender. So like it basically becomes like a multi-hit move, except it's only one hit, so you can't even randomly have people pop out of it. It's a really, really good move. It's a good kill move. It's good for just like person is in front of me forward air. Although a lot of times you do Nair instead. It's overall a very good move. Because it has the combo ability that it does and it's so safe, then I have to put it in high tier, I feel like. Yoshi's forward air is also a high tier forward air. It could honestly be a top tier forward air. This is one of the better forward airs in the game for sure. I mean, it's a spike. It's also not a spike. It's pretty safe on shield. It's good in neutral. It's pretty safe as far as I'm aware. I think it's like -5, Joe -7. Because it's a spike, you can get huge, big punishes on it, and it's also large. So it's a really, really good forward air. It's useful off stage, it's useful on stage, it's useful in disadvantage, it's useful everywhere. So it's a good move. Wolf forward air, top tier forward air. It is a combo into whatever you want move. It just works. It's really good. It's safe as far as I'm aware. I actually don't remember a lot of the safeties of these moves. -6, so it's not the super safest, but it's pretty safe considering how big it is, considering how much damage it does, which is like 12. It does a lot of, only 9, that's a lie. That is a lie. This is without taking into account the 1.25 bonus or whatever. So it does like 11, and it's really good. It's super good. It combos into itself. Obviously, that's because Wolf is a fast faller, but I mean, rising fair with a lot of characters, if they had good air mobility or something like that, like rising forward air, land on platform, something would work. Landing fair into whatever you want would basically work, as most fast characters with good jumps or good airspeed. So like, kind of broken. It's kind of just good on everyone. Like, this is a universally good forward air, even if it's not as good on certain characters. Wii Fit Trainer, this forward air's kind of weird, but I still think it's good. I think it has a good hitbox above it. The only negative of this forward air is it doesn't really have a good hitbox like actually in front of it or below it. so it's not really that good as a landing tool. It's strong and it has a spike. I feel like a lot more characters could honestly use the spike better than Wii Fit could. Well, let me do mid tier. It's a little too niche for it to be a high tier forward air, but I do think it's pretty strong. It does a decent amount of damage. It's a good like air to air move because it hits up there, which is good. Thankfully, I'm not doing a special move, so I don't have to do 3 for the knees. Wario, his forward air is broken. It's a fast move, it's a get off me tool, it's a landing combo tool. I don't know how safe it is. I don't think it's particularly safe. Like I think it's like -8 or something. -7. It would just be good landing on anyone because it could be fair down tilt. It could like fair down tilts, fair grabs on a lot of characters. Like Wario's not that fast on the ground, so the fact that he can still get like fair down tilt, fair dash attack, weak fair waft. Yeah, Wario's forward air is so good. It's a great edge guarding tool because it sends out like a nothing angle. You can do multiple in a row. Like Wario's kind of fall speed doesn't let him, but if you were a floatier character, you do multiple forwards. If you're a fast follier character, you basically fox nair with this move, and you just go like short hop fair, fast fall, and then combo into whatever, into better dash attacks, into combo dash attacks. Like this move is just good all the time. It's not a kill move. That's the only negative, is it's not a kill move, but who cares? Villager. I'm gonna say that the slingshots are high tier forward airs at the very least. I think they would be so much better on not Villager and Isabelle, because if they were on a fast character that could just zone with this forward air, that would be incredible. If you had longer distance moves that you could just throw out at any time, that would be broken. Is it like one of the best forward airs in the game? I don't think so, but it's up there as like a really, really good forward air. Same with Isabelle's. I'm just gonna put them both together because they are actually the same as far as I'm aware. I don't think there's a difference. They're safe on shield. They're a projectile, obviously. Like if you had good up close moves and then like forward air, or you had speed with this forward air and you could just like run away with it, that'd be absolutely insane. It combos into itself if you have like around Villager's fall height, or you could just do like fair into like dash attack if you were faster than Villager. It's a really, really stupid edgeguard tool. Like it's insane. It's like one of the lowest commitment moves you can do to edgeguard in the game. So again, I do want to preface or mention that these tier lists are not on the character, they're blank. It's like in a vacuum, like putting them on other characters as well. So I think these would be broken on any other character as well. Like I think they'd be insane. Like they're a decent combo tool, they're an interrupt, they're an air to air. Like it's wild. Toon Links. Toon Links is a much worse version, unfortunately, of Young Link's Fair. It's a better kill move. But it's only useful as a kill move. It's only useful as a combo extender. It's not going to be as good as like an air-to-air. It's not going to be as good as a landing tool, and it's not a combo move at all. So it loses a lot of its utility, even though it is good for killing. So if you put it on a character that needs to kill more, sure, it's really good. But if you don't have things like Bomb or Boomerang, I don't think most characters get the fair that Toon Link does, whereas I feel like a lot of people could use landing forward air with Young Link, you know. Terry's forward air is really good, as far as I'm aware. Like, it's really good out of his short hop, but I don't know if that's just because of his fall speed. I don't remember how safe it is. It is -7 on shield. Is it disjointed? I can't tell. It's really hard to tell how disjointed this move is, but I mean, it is a little bit at the very least. I don't think it's terribly disjointed, but it's a fast move that's a good interrupt, and it can combo into stuff. Landing fair combos into a lot as Terry. And again, if you were faster, it'd be really, really good. I don't think it's like as good as some other ones. It's really good out of a short hop. It's pretty difficult to deal with. It's a good poke, so it's good for safety. It's good for spacing. It's good for like catching people out of shield. Even though it's not like super fast, it's frame what, 6, 7. So it's a frame 10 out of shield, so it's not super great in terms of an out of shield option. But like if you are playing neutral and just go fair and you catch someone, like that can be a huge confirm for a lot of characters. It might be mid tier. I might bump it down, or the lower end of high tier. But yeah, Steve's forward air is fucking broken. There's nothing wrong with Steve's forward air. It is a combo move, it is a spike, it has way too much hit stun, it can be used as a kill move. There's no negative with this move. It can combo into itself, it combos into whatever ground move you want. So you can do like down throw into fair. I think it's actually the best fair that so far, because it would combo, it's a short hop call out, it's a full hop call out into just air move that spikes. It's just literally just a better Yoshi fair. It's not as safe, but it also auto-cancels. Even if we're just talking wood, we don't even have to talk diamond. Like, we're just talking wood. And like, it's -7 or 8. So like, that's still pretty safe considering it's a sword aerial. Yeah, it's really good. It's just really, really good. Again, the fact that it's a spike and an out hit makes it insane. Like, it's just a better Yoshi fair. It's just an infinitely better Yoshi fair. Sora's forward air is kind of broken, but like, it's also not. Because I feel like, well, it's not, double jump cancels normally. I guess, yeah, the way it works is on hit, so anyone can IDJ it. So yeah, it's definitely, with considering the fact that you can still IDJ because of how the bounces work, it becomes broken. It becomes just an air-to-air, like a weak air-to-air that leads to ground moves, which is ridiculous, at least on fast fallers, but on not fast fallers, it still leads to like another forward air or like an up tilt or a forward tilt or something like that. It does a lot of damage. It's really good for edge guarding. Fair 1 is also a kill confirm. A lot of characters can do like fair 1 into up smash, fair 1 into forward smash. It has a lot of utility, and because of the bounces, it's decent at a shield. Like, I was still Nair as Sora, but like, if you only had fair is also a perfectly fine option. Like, I think if you're a fast faller, like, given the fact that it does, like, I'm still counting the bounce being exactly the same, but even without that, like, that'd be still broken to do, like, add a shield, like, fair 1, 2, like, can you imagine Fox with this? Granted, Fox's forward air is also very good, but like, it'd be like dash attack, up tilt, jump, someone air dodges, fair 1, down tilt, up air, jump, double jump, fair 1, 2, 3 or something, you know, like it's really good. And so I think like more characters could have this work for them even without Sora's exact airspeed and like floatiness and stuff. So I think it's top tier. And if you disagree, then put it in the high tier. Sonic's forward air is busted. It's really good. It's a really, really good forward air. It kind of combos into itself, not really. It's a good edge guard. It's a great edge guarding tool. Raw forward air and just like double jump off stage forward air are really, really good for a lot of characters. It's kind of like Smash 4 Pika Fair, which is a very good move. It was the main move I used in neutral. The only negative of it is it's not super safe, especially, of course, given Sonic speed, it's a really good just like burst air option, but it's still a good air-to-air. It would be a good combo ender for most times, and it kills off stage, because a lot of characters can put people in bad situations than just Sonic Fair. Like, there are so many characters that wish they had like the drop zone fair that Sonic does. Like, could you imagine like Mythra? Obviously, like, their fair is also good, but like, could you imagine Mythra with just like hitting you off stage with like Nair, blah, 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 blah. Fair. Like, it would just end terribly. It would be so good. It would be so good. Snake has a very mediocre forward air. I feel like not a lot of characters, like Snake is the only character this forward air could work on because grenades. But other characters don't have the time to set up what's happening to get forward airs. Unless just running off stage forward air. So for that, it's just a bad spike, and the only character that can use it is Snake. So on any other character, this move just sucks. Like, it's not good. It is just not a good move if you aren't Snake. So because of that, it's at best mid-tier. Like, it's strong, but it's also not safe. No, I'm putting it in trash. I think this forward air is bad. Like, I think forward air is definitely Snake's worst move. If Lynx couldn't use it, that's 3 more characters. So 4 characters out of 90 can use a forward air. That's not good. Shulk. Broken sword, better than Sora's sword fair. It might be better than Steve's, it might be the best one so far. I'm gonna at least put it second. Big move, 2-frame kill. That's all I really gotta say. Like, it's just a good move. It's just a really, 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 really good sword move. Yeah, I'm gonna overall say it's better than Steve's, because even though Steve's can spike, like, Shulkus is slower, but it's also safer because it's big. And also at 2 frames for free. Sheik forward air, also broken. -2 combo into self. I feel like on floatier characters, you would just be able to do full hop fairs into itself, or like short hop fair. It's really good. It's -2. It's safe as fuck. Most characters would want this safe poking move that then you can do dash attacks, or then you can do raw up airs and stuff. Like, it's really good. It is a really, really good forward air. Of course, I think it's better on fast fallers because that way we can get fair, jump, fair, jump, fair. So I think on floater characters it would be worse, but it's still good on decent amount of characters, because worst case, it just becomes like one of those like, hey, I'm landing. It's forward, whatever. Doesn't do like 4 damage, who cares? It's -2. It's the safest forward air in the game, I think. Pretty, like 99% sure it's the safest fair. Sephiroth. Sephiroth's forward air is high tier. It's big. It's a big move, which is good. But it's also not that easy to hit. And of course the tipper is like, it's a tipper, and the mid spot sucks, and the close spot sucks. So you have to be super spacing, and I don't think a ton of characters can space this super well, especially considering how slow it is. Oh, you do get to stab into the stage though. Low top tier? So it's really hard to use a neutral, but the fact that you get a recovery boost from it is actually a really nice bonus that literally no other fair, except maybe you can consider Sora's. It's really good for like stalling that too, and imagine with other characters with like a better projectile, like stab into like jump Thunder Jolt or like jump Charge Shot. Like, granted, I like Samus fair a lot on her, but it'd be really good. And it's good for an edge guarding tool because it covers a ton of space. You just have to have a good recovery in order to have the time to go like run off forward air. But yeah, Samus. I think Samus's forward air is really good, but high tier. I don't think it is as useful if you're not Samus. I think if you can't condition your opponent to just jump, like Samus does because of Charge Shot and Bomb, I don't think this fair ends up being that good. It's a great offstage move. It's really good for edge guarding. I don't think it's consistent. It's as inconsistent as people think it is. It's inconsistent on platforms specifically, but also we all know that it doesn't work on platforms. So the fact that Samus has continued to use forward air when you're on the Smash Bros. Platform and then it drops out and they go, oh my god, my character sucks. Like, stop using the move when it doesn't work. Like, you know when it's not gonna work. 99% of the time. It randomly doesn't work sometimes off stage, but for the most part it works. But it's a really good edge guarding tool. Of course, it'd be really good for like covering the ledge, if like most characters like run off, double jump towards ledge, and just like stay there and be like da 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 da. Like, that's a really, really good use for it. It would be a great combo ender for a lot of characters. Like, Samus actually doesn't have a lot of ways to combo into this move. But imagine like a pop-up down tilt into forward air, or like a down throw into forward air. That is better than Samus's down throw fair. So I think it could be very useful. I think it's a very good move. I'm not sure if it's better than these, but it's probably at least better than Yoshi's. Even if it's not as good like in raw neutral, because it's very not safe. It's one of the best air-to-airs in the game. Ryu's forward air is pretty good. I think back in the day, I put this as one of the worst forward airs because I was dumb. I still don't think it's a broken forward air, but it's pretty good. Weak spot fair is kind of broken because it just pops you right up, and then it does a fuck ton of shield damage. For how strong it is, being -7, -6 is pretty good. It's a good like jump back, kind of like Terry's. It's like a good jump back fair, but it's just gonna be less comboable, but it's also gonna do more damage. But I still don't think it's a great forward air. It's not like a really, really, oh my god, any character would want this forward air. Like, it's good specifically on Ryu, but it's not really broken otherwise. It's still one of the worst fairs, but it's not like the worst fair like I said it was. Roy forward air, broken. This move is so fucking fast. It's so fast, it's huge. Who cares if you get the sour spot? Basically, any character that's not Fox can go fair double jumps. Like, it's pretty not laggy. It's also pretty safe. I think it's like -7, -4, and it's a sword. So that's broken. So it's super safe, super strong, combos into itself. Obviously, it wouldn't be good on slow characters for the most part. You wouldn't be able to combo as well with it, but also just going like short hop fair, like just walling out with fair would be better than, like, for slow characters than most of their forward airs. So, like, I would every day take this fair over a Toon Link fair, you know what I'm saying? Like, every day of the week. So, and it's so safe. Rosalina and Luma. I think this is a high tier forward air. It's very similar to Samus's, except it just starts the opposite way, where it starts below and goes high as opposed to high and low. They're very similar. I think Samus is a little stronger and a little bit better for off stage, but a little bit worse on platforms, but also it's a little less committal and it's better from the ledge. So there's pluses and minuses comparing it to Samus fair, but it is very similar. So basically the same thing. Good air to air, even without Luma. Like, it's just solid. They made it work a lot better in this game. So I think it's just really just, you don't not want this. Like, characters don't want this forward air if they have a better one, but like, it's a very solid forward air, good for edge guarding. Lingers for a long time too, so it can be good to cover air dodges and stuff. Like, if you're not sure exactly when someone's gonna air dodge to ledge or something, so yeah. Robin! So obviously, Robin has the issue of Levin and non-Levin forward air, but even like averaging them, it's high tier. Because Levin forward air is broken. Levin sword forward air is like here, but bronze forward air is really bad. So I'm just gonna average it as a high tier because you don't have to use the move when you don't have Levin sword and it just comes back. But yeah, Levin fair is broken. It's so strong, it combos into itself, it combos into other tools. It's really good for landing, it's great for edge guarding, it's great just as like a you jumped bah. Again, if you're not playing a character that's conditioning people to jump, like Robin and Samus, maybe it's not going to be super useful, but still hits the floor for a lot of short hops. Like, Robin has a short hop, so characters with higher short hops like Zero Suit, maybe it wouldn't work super well, but it would still be way better than Zero Suit's forward air, you know what I'm saying? Bronze sword fair is really bad. It's the second worst forward air. It's probably here or here, so it's not super good. But overall, because of Levin sword fair being so broken, it's like here. But yeah, so this is averaging. Well, let me just do a second character. I can do that like I did that for Brawler. So Levin sword fair is like here. And then Daisy is going to be bronze sword fair, which is here. Because I don't think anyone would want that weak forward air that doesn't combo into anything, that's not that fast, that's not that safe. It's still better than Snake's. Because at least you can still edge guard with it in a way that isn't just run off, hope they're gonna get hit by this like 27 frame move. Oh, true, I can just use female Robin instead of Daisy. True. Rob's fair, broken. Rob's fair is amazing. It's frame 6, but it's -6 on shield. It's huge. It's really fast. It's really good. It's a great air-to-air. Like, Rob is a floaty and can combo into it by going like short hop fair, fast fall, down tilt, and obviously that's because down tilt's broken. But imagine like a character that's fast fall. You're like Fox going like down tilt into jump, into like jump, fair, down tilt, jump, fair dash attack. Like, fast fallers would be even better with this move. It's huge, it's a good edge guarding tool. Like, this move is broken. That move is so good. That move is ridiculous. I don't think it's necessarily as universally good as these, or they don't get, well, Swords is actually way worse than this. But yeah, just really good move overall. Pit's forward air and Dark Pit's forward air, because they're the same, are okay. They're like a solid forward air, they auto cancel. They are a forward air, but it's like this thick, which is not good. You want it to be bigger. Kind of just exists. Doesn't really combo into much. I mean, it can do like fair grab, but that's at low percents with someone as good of a dash grab as Pit, and not many characters have as good of a dash grab as Pit. I think if you were a fast faller, you would not be able to auto cancel it as easily. It could be a little higher. I might be underrating it, but I don't think it's that good. Next up is Pyra. Oh no, I forgot to do Richter and Ridley. I definitely skipped some. Ridley's forward air is very mediocre. It's a better Zero Suit forward air. Basically, it's a little weaker, but it works more consistently. It's better out of short hop. It's not as safe, or it's not as good for comboing when you're landing off of it, but I mean, I'm pretty sure you can still do like landing fair dash attack, but also that's because he has a lunge dash attack. So maybe because landing fair isn't as good or as safe, I'm gonna put it lower, but it's okay. It's a decent air to air. It's a decent like down tilt into forward air, down throw into forward air, but like it's not strong enough to like be a good version of those, and it's not safe enough to be a good version of those and stuff like that. Richter forward air, low key, this forward air is broken. Could you imagine a character that was fast, that had good jumps, that wasn't just hoping you didn't, like if they had like get off me tools that were better, or like a better combo thing, the combos that didn't have to involve forward air? Like this forward air is fucked up. It's huge. It's so strong. It covers ledge jump. It covers everything. This move is so good. Like I'm imagining this on any other character. Could you imagine random characters just having super walling fairs? It's literally a better version of Sephiroth's offensively. Except Sephiroth's has the wall thing, but also this is a tether. So this is just a better version of fucking Sephiroth's because it tethers to the ledge, which is better than the stall. And it's broken to use in neutral if you're not playing the Belmonts. Like, could you imagine a Fox who's just, like, I know I keep using Fox as an example, but just like a fast rushdown character just being like, I'm gonna rush down, fair. Like, what? That'd be broken. That'd be so crazy. That'd be so absurd. Oh my god. Yeah, Richter's forward air is broken. Pyra's forward air is also broken, but different. It's really strong and it's really safe. I don't know why the they made this character's fair so safe. So yeah, it's -9. It's huge and kills. It's not a combo move. Who gives a fuck? It's just giant. It's so like it's still a really good. Like a lot of characters would like this forward air. Like this forward air is just straight up like a better version of Samus's forward air because it's huge, it lingers, and it kills. There's nothing wrong with it. It's maybe not as good as these broken ones. It might be better than it might be here. But I think in a vacuum, it's probably worse than Roy's just because it's less safe, but it's still really good. Ivysaurus is like a low, high tier forward air. It's a combo move that's like pretty safe and it's big. I don't actually know how big it is. It's -8, but it's pretty big. So it's like a slow sword fair that's actually a combo tool. So it's basically a sword fair, but a combo move, but also slow. So it's still a pretty good forward air. It's not really good as an edge guarding tool because it tends up. So it's mostly just an on-stage like jump. Fair spacing tool, which is still good, but it's just not as good as some other ones, basically. Squirtle's fair is like a decent aggressive fair. I think it's just straight, it's like a better version of Zero Suits, essentially. I also think it's a better version of Terry's, because it's just like fast, and it's like forward air, like really fast. I don't think it's a top tier forward air, because I still don't think it's as useful as other ones. I also have no fucking clue how safe this move is, if I'm being completely transparent. It's -3. So it's a really good forward air, super safe on shield, so it's good falling and it's good rising, it's good out of combos. It's not a kill move, but it's also an edge guarding tool a little bit, especially if you're not on Pokemon Trainer. It's a good move. And Charizard's fair is gonna be the worst of these three. It's really fucking strong. It is so strong, but it's very laggy, not safe, and it's not as versatile as you think it is, but it's still better than Ridley's. Because it kills at 80 still. Killing at 80 is really good, but it's only useful as a kill move, I feel like. It's not really good out of shield, because it's pretty slow. It's scary as fuck. It's a scary forward air. Piranha Plant. This forward air sucks. It's slow. Well, it's not super slow, but it's laggy. It doesn't do that much damage. It doesn't kill. You can't really edge guard with it. It's bad. It's better than Bronze Fair. Barely. Maybe not even. It's not a good move. Plant sucks. I'm sorry. They did Plant so dirty. Pikmin and Olimar. So I'm gonna assume like an average Pikmin, like blue or red. It's a very good swatting out forward air. It's good for edge guarding. It's not that good. Like on an average of the Pikmin, it's gonna be like here. Maybe better than Zero Suits. It's big, because it's a sword. It's strong, it's good for edge guarding, it's a good like get off me tool, it's a good like drift back, just landing fair tool. But it's not like super impressive, it's not really broken, it's not like paramount to kits. I think there are plenty of other forwarders you'd want over Olimar's, but Olimar's fair is still good, if that makes sense. Pikachu. Pikachu's forward air is broken. Somewhere up here. Pikachu's forward air is absurd. With Pikachu is -5. With floatier characters, you'd be able to fast fall even earlier and still be -5 because of the hit stun. It combos into itself. It is a great edge guarding tool. You have drag down combos, so fast fallers can just do fair into whatever they want. That's easy. It's a kill move. It lingers for forever. It's a great edge trapper. That move is insane. Like Pikachu's forward air is an insane move because on every character you can make a safe basically. Like Puff with Pika fair would be like safer than anything. Like safer than her current fair, current any aerial except maybe back air. It combos into itself, you can drag down people off stage, it lingers for a long time for off stage edge guards, it's just good. Pikachu's fair is just good. And speaking of not as good, Pichu's fair, it hurts itself, which is a thing. Isn't as safe because it doesn't auto cancel the same way. It does more damage actually, but it's not as much of a combo tool. You see like a fast faller with it, so I don't know if it auto cancels 2 from shield. So it'd be -8 at safest with auto cancel, but you have to be really close. Way less safe on shield, doesn't pancake as much. It's worse for edge guarding because it doesn't send it a better angle even if it does more damage. So yeah, it's meh. It's meh. Peach Daisy Fair is in a vacuum not that good. It's okay. It's not safe on shield. It's like -10. If you didn't have float, this move is like not super useful. In my opinion, like down throw fair wouldn't even work because it's a slow forward air. I feel like it's not that good for edge guarding because it's a big commitment. Like Peach being as mobile and as versatile as she is in terms of like vertical mobility is what makes the move good on her. And even then, it's still not one of her best aerials. Like it's probably her worst aerial. So I don't think this move is super useful otherwise. It's still strong. So like characters that need a kill move would want a forward air. You can still edge guard like ledge jumps with it and stuff. You can still like go short hop fair, like drift back fast fall, which would be good. But I think overall it's like not particularly good. Palu's fair. It was arguably the best forward air in the game before. So yeah, they made it -5, but it's still an amazing move. So it's a lower top tier. It used to be like here, but now it's here because it's -5, which is still very f***ing safe against most of the cast. It's just so good. It doesn't do a lot of damage. It's not really a kill move, but it's so useful in neutral to the point where like most characters want it as a neutral tool. Like there are in this list of top tiers 2 or 3 that are better in neutral, which is arguably Pika's fair because it's a rising aerial, Sheik's, and Shulk's, and that's it. Like Palu's fair is better than all of these fairs in neutral, like the Belmonts maybe. But like the Belmonts are up here because also the recovery, otherwise it would be around where Palu is currently. But yeah, Palu's fair is really, really good. It's kind of big as well, it's annoying. It's just good. Most characters would be able to combo it into dash attack. Most characters would be able to do like down throw into fair if they wanted to, because it's decently fast. It's a really solid move. It used to be one of the best forwarders in the game, now it's one of the best forwarders in the game, but worse. Pac-Man's forward air's broken. This move is so fucked up. It's so fast. It does 9. It combos into itself. I don't think it's as safe as Palu's, but like fast fallers would want this because you could combo it. Oh no, it's -6, Jesus. But it's way faster. Pac-Man's fair is just, it's the best version of like poke out fair. Besides Sheik's, but Sheik's is a little different. It sends really low for tech chases, it edge guards, it puts things in tumble, it does so much damage, it's really fast, it's so unreasonably fast. The only thing that you can't do with it is like rising fair into safety because to be fair, most fairs you can't do that. That's like very specific fairs, like good sword fairs or like Pika's, and that's it. But yeah, Pac-Man's fair is broken, but it doesn't combo at hypersense, so I'm going to still keep it lower than some of these, but like, wow, it's just useful. Ness. I'm going to say Ness is a high tier forward air. It's a really good just like burst option, but I feel like on characters with less air mobility, this fair does not end up being that good. Drag down fair is not super real. Like it's worse than Pika's because it's not as plus unless you have rage. But it's good for edge guarding, it's good for combos, it's good like as a just air to air. But I feel like Ness being able to go like fair forward, drift backwards is really useful, and most characters can't do that. And like landing final hit fair isn't going to combo into much, so you need to have like rising fair, double jump fair, or like rising fair, fast fall, rising fair, which maybe some other fast fallers could find some good use for it. I think it's a very good move, but I don't think it's broken. Mr. Game & Watch. Mr. Game & Watch's fair is really weird. It is a weird fair to place because technically there's a lot of counterplay to it, but all of us are so scared to swing because of the rest of his kit. But also, could you imagine a fast faller with just short hop fair, it's +10? It can also interrupt people because of the first hit. Granted, again, you can't hit it, so it's not like the best in terms of that, but it's a really good landing fair because unless they're already swinging a move out, then it's gonna be hella plus and you literally get guaranteed grabs or guaranteed shield pressure. Like, imagine fucking Ryu. Well, obviously this is Ryu, but it's like, imagine like Bomb Fair, Collarbone Crusher would just be guaranteed. You can't really combo into it or off of it if you're, unless like very specific situations, but it's just really good in neutral and it's just a kill move. So like at high percents, you just have to respect it. And again, if it was on a fast faller, you'd be able to do short hop, fair, fast fall like immediately and it would just be plus all the time. Mithra. Mithra's forward air is way worse than Pyra's. It's gonna be like down here. It's not that good landing because it's not as safe. I lied, it's -7, so it's safer. But it's way less big, it doesn't kill, and it doesn't really combo into anything because it tends a little too far to actually combo into anything, which is annoying. So it's not a combo move, it's just a neutral tool, but it doesn't kill. So it's not even like a Marth Lucina neutral tool where like you actually get something off of it. It's like tech chase at 0 and that's about it. So it's an okay forward air. It's actually probably closer to like here. It works, it functions, and it's -7, which is pretty good. But I think Serious is better. It's, I think, better like a better Pit forward air, except Pit's actually combos into stuff at low percent. Min Min. Min Min's forward air is kind of special, but it's fucking broken. Air arms, they're broken. They're huge. Could you imagine zoning with, it's literally just a better Richter fair, where it's like, oh, it's zoning, and it's zoning, and it's zoning. And could you imagine that on not a character that died in one hit, or that could do other things like rushdown? Like, they'd be fucked up. It's clearly the best forward air I have on the list so far. Also, there's 3 of them, but all of them are good. Like, even if it was just Dragon, it's fucking insane. Because she has 2, of course, because that's how Min Min works. So like, it's not really fair to put this on the list, but I'm not gonna put it in its own tier of like, this is weird. Like, could you imagine just a normal character zoning with these fairs? Like short hop fair, jump. And then also being able to like, have combos. Like Min Min doesn't have combos, really. Like she does, but not really. So can you imagine like a combo character that just remove their forward air and then they forward air you? Like everyone wants this fair. Everyone would like this. Like me as Pika, T-Jolt, fair. Or back air, oh, you're being too aggressive, arms. What? Broken, so broken. And literally anyone wants, like, I don't know what character doesn't want this fair. Because it's either a good air to air, a good zoning tool, a kill move. And I'm not even talking about the fact that she has air smash attacks. Me Sword Fighter. Me Sword Fighter is definitely like a better version of like Pit Zero Suit fair. Honestly, I think Mithra would prefer this fair. I have no idea how safe it is. Considering how big it is, -10, -9 is pretty good. You can't really drag down with it, as far as I'm aware, but it's useful, it does damage, it's a good air-to-air. I think it's like a worse version of Samus's, essentially. So like a worse version of these two. I think it's just a worse version of that, but it's pretty good. It's good air-to-air. Jump, drip backward for air is like good, perfectly fine. Maybe I'll put it like here instead. Like, I think it's a good fair. I think it's a good move. Gunner's Fair is really weird, but also the mobility it grants you automatically puts it at least like here. You can't really combo. Like comboing into it's bad, because it's not gonna continue the combo. But it's a great zoning tool, of course. Again, it's like a worse version of these two's fairs, except it has mobility. Honestly, pretty good. I think Gunner's Fair is good. That's probably gonna be lower here. It's probably gonna be more like here, or like here. But I think this fair is like perfectly good. Me Brawler Fair actually kind of sucks. It's one of his worst moves. It's specifically good for doing down throw fair up B at 0. That's it. It doesn't kill. It's not good for landing. It's not safe. It's not a good air-to-air. It's actually not a good move. Like, it is by far Brawler's worst move outside of his intentionally shitty specials. It's not good. Not good at all. It's only plus at like 170. Like, if you do landing fair 1, you can do landing fair 1 Thrumper, which is frame 3, at like 170. Mewtwo's fair, broken. It is kind of like Palu's, except it kills, but it's less safe. But it's also faster and huge. It's fucking -3? Holy fuck. Oh shit. Wow, I did not realize how safe it was. That move's broken. It's also a kill move. So it's an edge guarding tool that is safe, that does a ton of damage. Holy shit, I thought it was like -9. It's just the best aggressive kill forward air in the game. No, fuck that, it's probably up here. That move's broken. Is it better than Shulk's fair? Maybe. Shulk's Shulk's is way too big. But like, wow, that's a good move. Mega Man's fair. It's a not good sword fair, but it also kills. I don't think it's particularly safe, but also it's pretty big, it's fast, and it kills. Who doesn't like fast kill moves? I guess it's just a worse version of Charizard's. Except it's probably safer than Charizard. Is it safer than Charizard? Charizard's fair is -14. Mega Man's fair is -7. Much safer. And also it's just, yeah, it's good. Marth Fair. Marth Fair is probably like up here, because I think not on Marth. Marth's Fair is pretty damn good. It's big. Tipper would be way easier to hit as not Marth, ironically, if you had other moves that could like hit close to you, so people didn't necessarily want to be close to you. It doesn't really combo into anything, but it also fucking kills. And it's a good edge guarding tool regardless of Tipper or not, so I think it's high here. Meta Knight. His fair is very mid. It's not that good. It has a lot of lag, so it's not really a good combo tool. It's not that bad. But it's not really a good combo tool. It's not really a good edge guarding tool. Like it is I guess in a vacuum, just not on Meta Knight. But it's like really small for some reason. It doesn't really kill. So I think it's okay. It's an okay fair. Nothing special. Mario. It has the best version of a spike the best version of a spike fair because of combos, but not on Mario, not gonna be that good. It's not safe on shield, so you don't wanna do it landing. You don't wanna do it in the air. It's only good because you can combo into it as Mario. So if you weren't able to do that, granted, it's still easier to do that than like Snakes because it's way faster. So like a lot of landing up airs into forward airs would still be good, but I think it's specifically good out of a combo, and that's it. And moves that only have one use aren't that good, in my opinion, even if the use is good. Luigi. Luigi has a better fair. Luigi has a much better fair than Mario. I don't think it's as good as these. I think it's like here, because it's fast as fuck. It's not safe on shield as far as I'm aware. -9, so it's the same as Mithra's fair, it's just smaller, of course. But it's okay, it's small, but it's decent for edge guarding because it's so fast you can just run off hand. And then if you're wrong, because it has so little lag, you just go fair, jump fair, or like fair, jump backwards fair. So like, because it's so fast, it's useful. It's basically just a really bad Pac-Man fair. Like compared to Pac-Man's fair, it's way worse. And it doesn't have the utility or the killing of a lot of these other forward airs. Lucina's forward air is better Marth forward air because it's consistent and it will always edge guard and always kill, and it's never bad to use it, so it's more useful on more characters because they don't have to try to be spacing in order to get it. And otherwise, it's just a forward. It's just a really solid forward air. It's just good. It combos into itself landing, it's pretty safe. And on a fast faller, this move, it's almost as good as like Roy Fair. It's just less safe, so it's not. Yeah, -6 as opposed to -4, -5. But like, otherwise it's kind of the same thing. But it is worse. Lucas's fair is broken. It's one of the best fairs in the game. It's really safe, because for some reason this move is fucking -2. So it's tied with Sheik for the safest forward air in the game. It kills like a motherfucker. Like, it's a great air to air. It's great just going fair. Just like landing fair is so dumb. It's an edge guarding tool. It's so strong. Even the sour spot fair can set up into tech chases, so it's just useful in every single way. Like, every way it's useful. It's just good. It's a f***ed up move. It's -2! 2! Why? Like, the only reason Lucas is bad is because he has no ground mix-up game. He's also slow. If Lucas was a fast character, this move is f***ed up. Like, it's literally one of the best kill fairs in the entire game. It's literally a slightly worse Mewtwo fair. Like, it's almost as strong as Mewtwo's fair. Sweet spot. It just has a sour spot. Lucario's fair. It's mediocre. Like, it's good. It's a decent combo tool. It's good out of shield. It's not nearly that good. It's like better than Mario's. It's like a combo tool that can lead into up airs, which I guess could be more useful on not Lucario. Like, could you imagine like full hop fair on Fox into like jump from up air? That'd be hilarious. Or like, you know, a Link or something like that. So it's just like out of shield fair. Like, that'd be crazy. But it's still just, that's its only use, because it's not good for edge guarding because it sends up. It's not good for juggling because it's not big enough. It's literally one of the only non-scary moves on his kit with Aura. So, Little Mac is the worst forward air in the game because it's Little Mac. Honestly, still somehow maybe more useful than Snakes overall. Not gonna lie. How safe is... No! Fuck! Okay, let's continue. Sorry about that. Link's forward air is a worse version of Youngling's forward air, because even though it's stronger, it doesn't drag down the same way. Link fair is -7, which is good, but also doesn't drag down very well. Granted, you still have like the fair into whatever combos, like the Z-drop ones, like Z-drop fair, Z-drop fair, Z-drop bear. So maybe it is a little better than I'm giving it credit for, but I still think it's overall worse than Youngling's, but it's kind of the same fair, except way stronger off stage. But also it's a little slower, I think, so. Could be totally wrong about that. Kirby's fair low-key busted. This move's kind of good. It's pretty safe. It pancakes at the end of it. Combos into itself. Good edge guarding tool. Oh no, it's pretty good. It's pretty safe. It's a good move. It's big. It's good move. It's a good move. It's a good move. It leads into fair 1-2 down smash, fair 1-2 any ground move or grab. Pretty good. It's pretty good. Kirby got some good moves. Kirby's got some good moves, okay? King K. Rool. King K. Rool's fair is meh. It's the worst Charizard fair. It's like strong, but it's not particularly safe. It's safer than Charizard's for sure. Like minus 5 for okay, it's -5, so it's pretty good. But like it's not great. It's strong. It's big. Pretty safe. So yeah, King K. Rool, just a worse version of these fairs. It's kind of mediocre. It's big, so it's better than Mario's. But it's either really, it swings, but it's not that strong. It's not that safe. It doesn't kill like Charizard's, so it doesn't really just have. It doesn't have as much of a use as Charizard's, which is already down here. Ken's fair is the same as Ryu's fair, but weaker. I think. If I'm wrong, they're the same to me. Ken's don't really use fair that much against me. Kazuya's fair. It's a worse version of Terry's fair, but also it combos better because it has way less, like, in terms of using it a single time, it's worse than Terry's, but it's overall better than Terry's because it can combo into shit. Like, his fair does not have a lot of lag. Landing fair is much better as a combo tool. Rising fair is much better as a combo tool, and it can combo into a lot of stuff, whereas Terry's has more lag when you use it. It's a good move. It's a really good move. I don't know every character wants it, but it's a fast little poke move. It's good. Puff's fair. Puff's fair is really good because it kind of combos into itself low key, especially if you use weak fairs. Good move. Great off stage. It's good as just a in neutral, just fair drift back. Really good combo tool. It can combo into fast moves. It can combo into ground moves. It's good landing. It sets in a bit of check chases. It's really good for edge guarding. So yeah, this move's really good. Like obviously, I think it's better on Puff than most characters, but it would still be very useful on other characters too. Inkling. Inkling's fair is okay. It's not very safe. It's a kill move that's not that strong. So it's like down here. It's okay. It's probably like worse than Olimar's fair. Worse than Xerxes' fair. Is it worse than it's worse than Kit's fair. So it's around here. Joker. Joker's fair both in Arsene and in not Arsene is kind of the same thing, except it's just stronger in Arsene. But either way, it's a very useful forward air. I wouldn't say it's a top tier forward air. It's just a good, like, you're in the air, hit you. It's good for edge guarding. Landing fair is broken whether it's drag down single hit 1, which leads into jab lock, which is like unfucking reactable. It's just not fucking reactable. Or you do fair into up air or up smash depending on the character. Or like if they have a drag down move, that would be good. Incineroar's fair is a bad version of K. Rool fair. So it's more like here. It's strong. It doesn't really combo unless it's like weak fair into dash grab, which same thing for K. Rool. Ike's fair is a strong move. It's slightly better than Marth's. It's just a strong move. It's a good walling move that just kills. Nothing special about it. It's just a good fair. Just solid. Hero's fair. I think Hero's is a little better than Ike's because it's, I think, a little faster. But they're both good. They're both solid fairs. They're just good. They're just good. Like there's nothing crazy about them, but there's nothing wrong about them at all. Greninja's fair. Greninja's fair is really slow, but it's pretty safe as far as I'm aware. It's -6. Yeah. It's strong as but it's slow. And I feel like a lot of other characters wouldn't want to space with this as much if they're not a fast faller. But like I feel like Greninja, like on floaties this wouldn't be that good because it's too slow. So I'm gonna put it like around this area still. Ganon. Ganon's fair is strong as shit. It is so fucking strong. So it's at the very least better than Incineroar's, but it's not safe. Oh, fuck, it's -7. It's better than K. Rool's fair. Because K. Rool's is safer. But Ganon's is way fucking stronger. It's -5? God. If only that character could land, ever, at a speed that is useful. Because like on a fast character, that's up. That's a super strong kill move. That's like Mewtwo. It's not as fast. But I think in a vacuum, it's probably like here. In a vacuum, it's broken. That move's a good ass move. On other characters with speed or air mobility, that's crazy. Crazy. Fox is fair. Fucking broken. I don't know why people pretend this move isn't busted as It is literally a free mix-up on pop-ups. Fox doesn't have a ton of pop-ups, unfortunately for him. Thank God for us. If you have a decent down tilt, like a pop-up down tilt, like a min down tilt, or a Sonic down tilt, you just go down tilt, fair, tech chase, down tilt, fair, tech chase, down tilt, fair, tech chase. For free. It's broken. It also combos into stuff like forward air. It's really good for edge guarding. It sends up, so it's not great like that, but like it's such a good move. It's so good. Fox gets more mileage since he's a fast faller? No, because it has 7 hits. You can just do drag downs anyway. Who cares? Fair's broken. It's not great neutral. Unless you're just calling out a jump. Like it's literally just a better version of fucking Joker's fair in my opinion. in terms of the drag down part, and then it's a combo move, and also just it does more damage for combo enders. Falco's Fair is better than Fox's because of the fact that you can do Fair, miss the final hit up tilt, or like, you know, grab, or other combo moves that are on other characters. Like, that's insane. I don't think it's crazy good because it's still not super safe. Like, I don't think it's like broken, but it's a good move. It's an air to air that's just really good. Down tilt into Fair would be broken for a lot of characters. It is for Falco, it just stops working because down tilt's too strong. Weak down throws into Fair. Like, can you imagine Pika doing Nair loops into down throw Fair loops from Falco's, which is a way easier version to do it than Pika's Fair? Crazy. It's a good move. It's a good move. It's just not as safe, but it's a good edge guarding tool as well. It lingers for forever, so it's good for edge guarding, it's good for combos, it's good for killing. It's good. It's a good forward air. Ice Climber's Fair is meh. It's a better Mario Fair, but it's a worse day-to-day Fair. So yeah, Ice Climber's Fair is mid, because I'm also assuming you don't have mana. Like Rosa's Fair is still good regardless of Luma, but like, you don't have mana. So it's just immediate. Like, even if you do Nana Fair, it's +2. It's supposed to actually be -4 or -5. No, way more minus than that actually. So yeah, but I think it's worse than Day-to-Day's because Day-to-Day's at least is big. Ice Climber's Fair is not big. It's not a good move. Duck Hunt. It's a mediocre poking fair. It's like a slightly better Mithra Fair, I think, in my opinion. It's a little less safe. -5. Okay, yeah, so it's pretty safe. But like, it doesn't really combo into much. It's good to like combo into, but it's not super strong. So it's like, it's good. Because I think the bad fairs start like here. Like, Toon Link's Fair is the worst good fair. Dr. Mario is in my opinion, better version of Mario's Fair. Because Mario's Fair is a spike, but Doc's kills you at 60. 60 is an exaggeration. More like 80. But I think if you have a move to combo into Mario forward air as a spike, you have a move to combo into Dr. Mario's forward air and it kills. The problem is, it is way worse than Ganon's. Because I hope, for my sake in terms of the video, it's way less safe, thank God. So it's way less safe than Ganon's, because Ganon's is minus, I think it said 5, whereas Doc's is -11, and it's also not that slow, and it's pretty small. So like, it's good as a kill move, but that's about it. Donkey Kong's forward air is bad. Not good. It's not good. It's not good. It's a really slow spike. That's like bigger, I guess, than Mario's, but it's not good. It's literally just not good. It's not good. I guess it is, just a slightly bigger, better version of Mario's. Mario's is a little faster, so it would be easier to combo into, but it's meh. Maybe it's better than Popo's. Diddy Kong's forward air, busted. Diddy Kong's forward air is just like a better version of, no it's not. It's worse than Wario. Diddy's Fair is, in my opinion, a worse Squirtle Fair. Because it's not as safe, and it does the same f***ing thing. It's just a little bigger than Squirtle's Fair, but I think Squirtle's Fair on more characters is more useful. They're like the same strength almost. I think Squirtle's Fair is a little weaker, but Squirtle's Fair is not unsafe, whereas Diddy's is not f***ing safe at all. Even the auto-cancel version is not safe. Like, it is not a safe move. -12 is not f***ing safe. But I think these are about the same forward air, but I think Squirtle's is just better. Corrin. Corrin's forward air is mad fucking good. I think Corrin's forward air is a better version of Lucina's forward air. It does not edge guard, which is true, but it's so good for comboing, and it's a sword, and it's like -7. -4. Oh, this move's fucked up. -4? Damn. So yeah, it's a combo move that's -4 and it's a sword, so you can space it. Every character will be able to do fair up air. Fair, like, you can do fair with Corrin into Dr. Mario Fair. Just saying. I mean, yeah, Corrin has fair Dragon Big Shot, but like, even then, like, fair into like most back airs would be good. Like, this fair into like Steve back air, or this fair into like drag down up air as Sheik, or this fair into Wolf back air. Is it better than, is it this good? It's at least better than Wolf's. It's pretty broken. Cloud's Fair. I don't remember how safe Cloud's Fair is. I know it's safe. Like, I know, especially because it's huge. Forward is -6. It's not as safe as I thought it was. Cloud's Fair is overall here. Really good. It's a spike. It's basically just a really good version of the Mario DK Day-to-Day-esque fair. It's fucking huge. It's so big, and it's -6, and because it's so big, it makes it a lot safer than you would expect. However, it is slow, so it's not as useful as like these really quick burst option fairs. It's not as much of a kill fair as something like Pyra's that's -9 and also bigger, but it's really good. it's an incredible fare. It's so strong. It's literally just good DK fare and good Mario fare, but like really good. Because -6 with that big of a disjoint is insane. It combos into stuff at low percents, it kills at high percents, or it just puts you in disadvantage, it spikes. It's just good. It's just good. Chrom fare's fucked up. Chrom fare is better than Roy fare in my opinion. It's -4, so it's always what Roy's fare is at best, but you can also space with it. Chrom fare is it combos into itself, it combos into other aerials. Granted, that's with Chrom's airspeed, but like landing fare is still good. It would put you into tech chases. It's a kill move. It's just really good. It's so good. Because certain moves with Chrom are worse than Roy's because the sour spot's also still really good, and then it's really easy to hit the sweet spot, like back air. Like I think Roy's back air is better than Chrom's because of the setup into it, at least on their kits. But like, always -4? That's fucked up. That's crazy. That move is so good. But it's still worse than Corrin's because Corrin's is a combo move. That's better. Because Corrin's slow and it's a combo move still. So, whereas Chrom is a combo move and he's fast. So, Knee. It's really strong. Or it's so fucking strong. It's stronger than Charizard's, but it's not safe. Literally, Knee is only good. Well, Lingering Knee is pretty decent off stage. Yeah, I think because of the lingering hitbox, it makes it a pretty good edge guarding tool, but it's not that good. Like, the sweet spot is obviously super fucking strong, but like, you're not using it in neutral very often, or you shouldn't be. So like, yeah, if you had combo into it, it's broken. But I still think it's a little too slow to have a lot of combos into it, unfortunately. But then the weak knee is pretty good off stage, because you can do like weak knee into like jump nair, jump back air, whatever, as a lot of characters. So it's high tier, it's not great. Byleth Fair. Byleth Fair is kind of fucked up. I don't think it's like crazy good, but it's really good. It's -7 or -6 if you're landing with it, but it's also incredible if you're spacing it, or if you're like doing rising fairs auto cancels is actually insane. If someone jumps, you just go jump fair, like every time. But it's still like a worse, in my opinion, version of like Chrom's fair, and a worse version of Roy's fair, except it's a little bigger. But I still think it's worse than those. It's a top tier fair, but I don't think it's like broken. Bowser Jr. Low-key, this fair kinda nice. I think Bowser Jr. fair, at least to me, is a better Samus fair, and I could be f***ing insane for saying that. I always thought Bowser Jr.'s fair was really good. It's huge, it's strong, it lingers, the landing hitbox is actually really good. It can combo into up smashes, it can combo into Bowser Jr.'s up smashes, it can combo into plenty of stuff. It's a mix-up when you're doing aerials as opposed to Samus and Rosa. When they do fair, they're doing fair, and then you can just punish them after the fair's done. Whereas Bowser Jr., you have to wait for like that fastball timing, kind of similar to like Byleth and Pyramithrin Air. Clearly, the landing hitbox is not that good. It's different. But like, it's a good move. It's a good move. I think Bowser Jr.'s forward air is really good. I love that move. Bowser Fair, that was broken. Somewhere in top tier. I think it's like here, maybe. I don't think it's as safe as Pyra's. Well, -9. Okay, yeah, it's about the same as Pyra's. I would say that Bowser's is better than Pyra's because at low percent you can actually combo into things like grab or dash attack. It also hits like behind him a little bit. You can use the 2-frame. It's not as laggy as Pyra's fair, so you can overall use it better off stage, and it sends at a better angle in my opinion, just a little bit. Yeah, it's so strong. It covers angles that a lot of characters can't because of how big this forward area is. Bowser's fair is the video of the guy putting all the shapes in the square hole. Oh my god, that is so true. What's the right move to use in this situation? That's right, forward air. And your opponent is behind you. What's the right move to use? That's right, forward air. That is the best comparison I've ever heard. Bayonetta's fair is weird, because it's really only good with Bayo's kit. Because it's not like Sora's, where Sora's combos into smash attacks better, and Sora's does all these things. Because Bayo's doesn't as well, and it's also way less safe on shield. It's still good. I just think it's like this form of good. Like, it's a good move. I feel like fast fallers would abuse the shit out of this. Because you fair 1-2, fair, like you would actually just fair train people. But it's also not a kill move. It doesn't do that much damage. So it's a good move, but it's not like insane. And for the final character, Banjo! This move's -5. That's -6? Well, no, it ends up being -5 because of bonuses. So it's -5, which is really safe. It's a little slow, but it does a lot of damage. It's a kill move. I think it's a good fair. I think it's like just a better version of Greninja's fair in my opinion, basically. So somewhere in high tier. His fair is good. I don't, like, it's not big, so it's obviously not disjointed, but -6 is good. Like, -6 is good. So there's gonna be a little slight reordering of stuff. Let me just really quickly do this. Yeah, I think this is it.
Pikachu, busted.